Hi, my name is David Drake with Digital Innovation. And our show today, we're going to be talking about a couple of digital innovations that we've seen come around that are exciting and solving problems in real life. And to my left, we have retired Minister of Macedonia, Gligo Tashkovic.
Morning, David.
Good morning. And on our right, we have our dear host, Jane King.
Yeah.
Good to have you on
Great
again.
to be here.
One of the first companies that I wanted to talk about, and I'm on the board, so I've been compensated to work with these companies, is Global Spy. And I got excited by Global Spy because they're actually doing investigative reports on companies in the crypto space. Now, they used to do that for, physical businesses for a decade, where people wanted to get a verification that if they were going to buy teak from a new provider, that it wasn't illegal teak. They want to have an investigation. They weren't breaking the law by making the purchase. So they took that with Global Spy and transferred it to the crypto spy space, and they're now saying, hire us from an exchange or a fund, and we'll investigate if this company is what they say they are. And they are where they say they belong. So I think we need more of this in the industry to understand how to verify. And you probably come across a couple of agencies or maybe investigative agencies that looked at things like this in the past. Wouldn't this make sense for them to get involved, or would they do it themselves?
I think that in the short term, they probably welcome the idea of subcontracting that out to Global Spy.
I mean, it's a new industry when you get into crypto, and a lot of companies don't understand, especially on the Fortune 1000, but they're getting into it right now. I mean, we're going to see Wall Street, corporate America, global companies getting into it. We're focusing on, operating businesses getting into the space.
Well, it's something that's very much needed. I mean, because there's still a lot of uncertainty about ICOs and the Securities and Exchange Commission and the CFTC and Congress, and everybody's kind of talking about how to regulate.
And fake companies.
Well, that's right, and we know those exist, and people they're there. There was just this week a nationwide attorneys general are starting to investigate, and Texas led the way, and some other states are getting involved, just to look into these ICOs and cryptocurrencies and trying to weed out the frauds, because there are legitimate businesses in this space. I mean, we want to make that clear, but it's a little Wild West, so people need to know.
And here in the U.S., we have the SEC, we have NASA, we have FINRA, NASA, the American
Securities dealers.
Securities dealers. They're policing this right now, but a lot of these companies are from abroad.
That's true.
And unless they're being exposed here, we have to check them abroad. So I feel like we're very protected here in the U.S. And it kind of gives us a little more comfort, because that's what they're supposed to do, right?
Global Spy does that. Looks at companies.
Right, and they would
globally.
probably be focused more on abroad, because these companies will go abroad and do it. I mean, we see companies left and right, stealing money.
Oh, sure. Yeah, I mean, I first heard of ICO in July of 2017. And here we are, not even a year later, and it's bam, everywhere. And everybody kind of jumped on board, and there was a lot of kind of, money that was made that wasn't totally legitimate. So I'm glad to see the space cleaned up. I think it's good for everybody.
Well, the U.S. certainly is taking the lead, and that's what it needs to do. It's been more corporate. I mean, earlier today, someone was doing an IPO here, so I'm wondering, is there going to be companies in the crypto space that are going to go IPO eventually? And who's going to be the first big name in that, 2018 or 19? So we'll see about that.
Question. Yeah.
Thank you very much
Thank
for
you.
joining me today.
Awesome. It's very interesting.
And we're going to have to follow up and continue talking about these charities. My name is David Drake from Digital Innovation. Thank you for joining us today, and thanks to our sponsors.